grew up in a rough home, a lot of violence, alcohol and drug abuse, and that kind of made an impression on us, me and my siblings, from an early age. And growing up, it was always me and my brothers helping each other and taking care of each other. So, you know, for something to happen to them is something that, you know, you couldn't let happen. So, you know, for lack of better words, you just took action and stepped in. And because of that, the altercation, you know, transpired and escalated into where one guy had lost his life. Initially, you know, I was went to reception at Lorraine. I was only there 30 days, and I was sent to Lucasville. So going there as a 21-year-old, couldn't grow hair on my face. You know, you really had to adopt a hard personality to make it through, you know, the trials that you went through day in and day out at a prison like that. So facing that time, looking for hope, you look for different areas, and one of the places I had looked was in the Bible. Every time I picked the Bible up, that so much negativity would happen right at that same time. Later on in life, you know, I really started to realize is why is there such a battle over my soul, over who I am. So, and that's where later on in life, in years in prison, that's where I wound up finding the hope, is through the church. And after going to Grafton and being able to get a sense of normalcy there, the program came up in 2007. It was a faith-based reintegration program run by True Freedom Ministries. You know, knowing Mike prior to him being released from prison made it so much easier to get involved with his programs, because he was like me. It was an example of a guy that was incarcerated for a substantial amount of time and then was released. He was proactive while he was in prison, and then he continued to be proactive when he was released from prison. And having guys like that in my corner through the programs and learning from them and feeling the dedication and you know, the love that they have for coming in and helping guys really has helped me grow as an individual. It gave me the hope and the dedication to continue with the Bible and my journey with faith. When you see people coming in, they're not getting paid. You know, they're volunteering their time to come in and see people that are incarcerated. It really gives a person some hope. And I really started to make the commitment to read the Bible and push through the discomfort, the negativity that would transpire every time that I did. Because even at that point it had. I'd pick it up and there's negativity. But I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna continue to go forward with this. Because something inside of me kept saying, you know, this is the path. This is the correct way. Keep going. So I kept going. After that program, Mike started, in True Freedom Ministries, started bringing in, Mike and Gary Coley, started bringing in more programming. And I got involved with all those. Being around them, seeing their faith, seeing it, you know, actually carry them through life, and have that positivity, which is something that I didn't see much of in my life, really gave, you know, a different perspective and gave me the hope to continue to go forward. I'm like, no, I want some of that. I almost fell out of my chair when they said that they were going to tentatively grant me a parole at Mansfield Correctional. But going to the full board, Mike Swagger is one of the people that went in front of the pro board on my behalf. It was at that point, you know, I wound up getting granted a parole, and it didn't feel like it was real. And then it come to the point where I was actually released from prison. being incarcerated for as long as I did, and then growing into faith while incarcerated. Having that and having somebody there week after week, being consistent, coming in, showing by example, had a big impact on my life. And I truly believe that if everybody had that, that things would turn out different for them. I made the best I could in all the prisons that I went to. I always got jobs, and I got education, and I knew that I was getting out one day, and I wanted to be prepared. And having True Freedom Ministries come in really helped me become stable and just have that faith that you can't find nowhere else. It's a peace. Not only am I living, I'm flourishing, and I have a peace. True Freedom Ministries is invaluable for guys that are incarcerated. They need to have somebody there to set an example and give them the hope and help them, especially through the earlier times of finding their faith. Without that, I don't think that many people really find their way into finding that relationship with God, making that true connection, making a true commitment to be dedicated, to be honest and real with it. And that's one thing that True Freedom Ministry offers, is an avenue for guys to really take it serious, to get comfortable with it, and to really apply it to their life and actually walk a true walk. And for me as an individual, I can't begin to convey how much it had helped me. And then even coming out of prison, having people there that you can go to and talk to and help lead you in the right direction, coming out. Because after doing all that time, guys coming out of prison need that further help. Because of all that, I'm blessed. I'm out here, I'm productive. I'm just a little over 2 years of being released from prison. I have my own business. I own my own vehicle. I have a motorcycle that's paid for. All my bills are paid for. And I wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for True Freedom Ministries and their help and guidance early on in my walk with my faith.